Everyone, hello. I just want to do a quick video around setting fees and programs. So, um, first thing I'll say is I just want to acknowledge that sometimes there is a clarity inside about your fee. That it's like, this sounds good, this is what I want to do for this long, and um, sometimes there's just such clarity, and just go with that. Like, just go with it. When you don't have clarity, I like to, um, for myself, it was just like through trial and error. It was through doing things that didn't feel good, feeling like I was not being paid well enough, or I wasn't even valuing my education, my experience, my life experience. Um, I wasn't valuing all that I was bringing to the table. So I felt that in the relationship and in the exchange. Um, and I think maybe that's like a learning curve people need to go through in order to see and feel the value of having a certain fee. Um, all I know for me is that I had to make it logistical in order for me to get clear about what to charge. Um, a lot of you have heard me share this story, but when I saw that doing programs like 3 months or 6 months or now year-long programs, um, they practically make sense for me because it means that I can spend a portion of my time enrolling, but then the bulk of my time just serving my clients and serving them in depth and long term and getting to know them. The more I know them, the more I can serve them. Um, so creating programs for not only my benefit, but for the benefit of my client. And I know that experience now as a client myself, working with Steve or Barb for these extended periods of time. I don't even remember the coaches that I've had one-off sessions with so much. Um, I'm sure they were helpful, but it wasn't this like immersive, transformational kind of experience. So that's what I like to offer as a coach. That's what's really satisfying to me. That's why I do programs. I do not do one-off sessions. Period. I made that rule for myself at some point. It's like I'm not going to do it. And lo and behold, I have plenty of clients that are thrilled to do programs. And I really do think that's the case, that whatever your fee is, there are clients that are right in that pocket that will pay it. There are enough clients. Whatever your program is, there are enough clients. It's about you deciding, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And ideally deciding from a place of clarity of like, this is what will serve me in my life and my financial needs. Not deciding on something based on what you think other people want or can afford. That's like a way to not actually love coaching, not actually create a sustainable practice. So if you can start from a place of, this is what I really need. Having said that, there is a reality that no matter how great you are at coaching and facilitating and healing work, there is a learning curve through of in the business side. Like the Michael Gerber books, the E-Myth books. They're great because they really draw out the reality of like so many people that are, let's just say, great at cutting hair, like great hairstylists, great. The hairstylist now decides to start a salon and fails within a couple of years. They fail because they didn't see that cutting hair is one skill set, running a business is another skill set. There's two different skill sets required, truly. And this school is really set up to help you grow in both, grow in the craft, but also in the business side. And with coaching, it's so cool, or healing work, it can be there's so much crossover where the selling is actually the serving. There's no difference in the actual service. Um, the selling only happens if you're actually demonstrating the service. So the energy is the same there. The thing that is different is the tactical practice of creating conversations, saying things within those conversations that leads to clients. Saying things like, I am a coach, this is what I do. There are things that you need to say that create the container, that create the context of what you're doing. And that just takes practice. That's that skill set. It's a skill set to develop, to learn how to stay in client creating mode if that's what you need to be in. So given that, it's like, even though my skill as a coach might be like, I value it at $10,000 a month. I'm kind of making it up, but there is a learning curve to translating that service into a ongoing practice. There's a learning curve. There's like I might only have the experience of working with one person for 3 sessions or 20 people one time. Like, I don't have the actual experience, the hours really put in, those 10,000 hours of developing that mastery of creating clients and running a practice and serving people. Having said all that, that's like, the reason I say that is, if you're not practiced at all of that, it kind of makes sense to fill your practice with people that are paying you, have a fee that is effortless for you to say and for a client to say yes to. I mean, there's some fuzzy area in here, but it's like having a fee that makes just such good sense to you. That's like, I'm heading toward creating $5,000 a month. I'm heading in the direction of having clients that pay me $5,000 for 6 months of work. So I want 12 clients a year that pay $5,000. That's the direction I'm going. That's my like North Star. That's where I'm heading. So, but my intention, let's just say I have 0 clients or maybe 1, my intention is to see who comes forward into my awareness to work with, to get into the process of creating, invite them in, connect, invite them in, have conversations with them, get into the proposal part. And if $5,000 for 6 months is just like a no-go, I'm going to see if I'm a yes to work with them and they're a yes to work with me. I'm going to get creative in that moment and find a way to work together. Again, not through like concession. It's not that. It's acknowledging, it's like, I have space in my calendar. I can always adjust this agreement down the line. I want to work with this person. Can I get flexible so that I can start making a living? Because I don't need 12 clients today that pay $5,000. I might need $1,500 to get through the rest of the month. Can I let myself be a working coach that makes a living, that is creative and flexible? So I'm saying kind of a lot here, but it's like, can you go for, like, get clear on like what it is that you would actually need, and then dive in, start from that place of assuming there are enough people. You might have to talk to quite a few to have somebody that's like a clear yes for it. There will be enough people that will eventually take all 12 of those spots. That will happen if you stay in the game, if you stay in the practice. Along the way, you might have some exceptions. You might have some variables. I know for me, it's been a process of shifting the balance of like the exceptions to just I just have what I want, and staying mindful of it, of like, do I have like all exceptions right now? Like, do I need to tighten it up? But maybe you just start anywhere. Like, you can just start anywhere with a fee and a program. if I could just recommend it, I just recommend creating programs instead of doing one-offs. It's just, gosh, I think I'm a little bit biased, but unless you have dozens of people coming to you every day or every week, eager for what you have, doing hourly sessions is tricky. It's just tricky. I've lived through it. It's just tricky. It's not completely sustainable energetically, and also I don't know how much it really serves people. I'm not sure. Some of you have heard me tell this story, but this is where it really clicked in for me. Several years ago, our dog Oliver had a back injury. We took Oliver to a vet. The vet did acupuncture, chiropractic, and K-laser on Oliver. It was like an hour-and-a-half treatment. It was amazing. He was vibrant afterwards. We were like, we'd love to work with you. She was like, great. It's you either buy 10 sessions or 20 sessions. It's $2,000 for 10 or $3,800 or something for 20. I was like, can we just come when we need to? And she said no, because I actually want my patients, my animal patients, to heal, and this is how I work. It's the only way to work. And I was like, respect. I love that in every way, where I know I'm getting the best. I want to do the best thing for my animal. I want him to actually heal, and this person is not going to let me take not a shortcut, but cut corners and, it's like I had to do the best thing for myself, for my animal. And I love that about that vet, and I've referred so many people there. I'm like, do you want your animal to actually heal? Go here. It's pricey and amazing. And, they didn't take insurance or anything. It was just and she was packed. And again, it's such a good example of why I think programs are the best money. I think I'll just say that. So I just encourage you, if you're sitting in that space of what do I do? It's just pick something and start with it. Don't think too much about it. Take 5 or 10 minutes and think about maybe what's my long-term vision. Where do I want to start? And just start somewhere, and let the experience of doing it tell you if you want to keep doing that or not. Let the actual experience of it just dictate whether you want to keep going or not. You can't really decide ahead of time. So just jump in. Just jump in.